Hello dear students, welcome to Path IAS Academy and my name is Gaurav Gupta, your faculty for geography. So in this session, we will be doing the analysis of the 2013 question paper for geography questions. Let's start this. So guys, if you talk about 2013's question paper with respect to geography, so geography may overall there was around 14 to 15 questions, and out of these 14-15 questions, मान के चलते हैं कि अराउंड 6 क्वेश्चंस वर देयर फ्रॉम द फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी पार्ट, around 6 questions were there from Indian geography part. And apart from this, around 2 to 3 questions were there which were based on world geography. So these were the number of questions, maybe around 15 questions were asked from geography section. But you know, there are certain other topics like the component of environment and ecology, certain portion of science and technology also, that these are bit overlapping with geography part. So if I, if we take the cumulative numbers with respect to the questions which are directly or indirectly based on geography, plus these direct questions, so there were around 24 questions from the geography and environment ecology part. Okay, so now physical geography portion, there were 6 questions. Indian geography questions, there were around 6 questions, and as I told you, 2-3 questions were there which were based on world geography. So let's see the first question. First question. So these are some names of the tribe like Limbu tribe, Karbi tribe, Dongaria tribe, and Bonda tribe. So these are some names. So first of all, whenever you are preparing for civil services exam, and particularly when you are preparing geography, so this is one section which is the tribes chapter, or the tribes and population, a topic like this. So just keep this thing in your mind that without this particular topic, it is very rare that they are going to frame any question. So tribes chapter is really very important when it comes to UPSC. And again, within the tribes, like there are number of tribes. So how you can identify ki which tribe is important, which to study, which not to study. So my point is that पढ़ना आपको सब कुछ है, but for the point of revision, अब उस चीज को आप कैसे कंसाइज कर पाए, क्योंकि रिवीजन का मतलब ही क्या है कि रेगुलर जो स्टडी कर रहे हैं उससे कम टाइम लेके आपने क्या करा, रिवीजन कर लिया. तो अब रिवीजन में भी मान लीजिए रेगुलर पढ़ाई करते हैं उसमें भी 20 आवर्स 25 आवर्स लग रहे हैं, एंड रिवीजन भी 25 आवर्स में कर रहे हैं, तो इसका कोई लॉजिक नहीं हो जाता. रिवीजन का मतलब होता है कि व्हेन यू हैव took the entire tour of the syllabus in a shortest possible time. So when you are running short of time, or when there is a time crunch, तो आप क्या कर सकते हो, last 1 year और 2 years में, last 1 to 2 years में जो भी ट्राइब्स न्यूज में आ रही थी उनके जो है एक लिस्ट अपने पास मेंटेन करके रखो. So these tribes, maybe for certain reasons, they were in news at that particular time. So that's why they have asked this question. And moreover, there is another within the tribal topic. There is a topic which is known as PVTG, particularly vulnerable tribal group. So there are 75 PVTGs as of now, and very soon some new tribes are going to be added. Some new tribes are going to be updated in this particular list. So you have to keep an eye on this particular thing, that what are the new tribes which have been added in PVTG group, or what are the tribes which were in news and whether they are falling in the category of PVTG or not. Like for example, Irula tribe, Konda Reddy tribe, similarly Mankidia tribe of Simplipal, which is in Odisha, they were in news in last few years. So why these tribes were in news? It should be, it should catch your attention. So here talking about this thing, so Limbu tribe, yes, it is related to Sikkim. Then Karbi tribe, Himachal Pradesh. So means you can take some calculated risk here, some calculated guess also. Like Karbi Anglong Plateau. Karbi Anglong Plateau is located in Meghalaya. So this name is somewhat related to that Karbi Anglong Plateau. So yes, it is written here Himachal Pradesh. So you can easily, omit this particular option. So Karbi, they are basically the descendants of the Meghalaya region. Similarly, not only Meghalaya part, the Assam region, the northeastern part. Okay, because it's a plateau, right? So it's a plateau. So the entire northeastern part, particularly the Assam and some parts of the Meghalayan region. So these are the tribes which are residing in that particular region. Then comes Dongariya tribe. So Dongariya tribe belongs to Odisha. This is again a correct option. It is again a correct option. Dongariya tribe belongs to Odisha. So here your answer will be, the first pair is correct, third pair is correct, 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 is there. So answer will be option A. The option will be A. But as far as Bonda tribe is concerned, so Bonda tribe is also residents of Odisha. They are also residents of Odisha. They are not residents of Tamil Nadu. So that's why pair 1 and pair 3, they are correct. So answer will be option A. Let us move to the next question. So here is the answer: Dongariya tribe Odisha, Karbi Assam, Bonda tribe Odisha, and Limbu tribe Sikkim. Next, in which of the following state is lion-tailed macaque found in its natural habitat? That's a very interesting question. It's a very interesting question. So if you have prepared well the entire physiographic division of India, and in particular, if you have studied very well this section which is known as Western Ghats of India, you can easily attempt this question. Basically, lion-tailed macaque, it's a monkey. It's a monkey, and its tail looks like a lion. And it is an endemic species of Western Ghats. So, Western Ghats portion. So, Western Ghats starts immediately to the south of the Tapi river, and they are spread over the states of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu also. So they are spread over 6 states, Western Ghats. And the meeting point of Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat is Nilgiri Hills. And Nilgiri Hills, they are located on 3 states. They are spread over 3 states. These are Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. So apart from studying these regular things, you should be aware about the flora and fauna also. Like for example, lion-tailed macaque. Lion-tailed macaque, it's a famous species of monkey which is endemic to this Western Ghats region. So Western Ghats region mein, if you see what are the countries which are, what are the states which are located in the Western Ghats region, so we have the Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka. So answer will be 1, 2, 3. That means your answer will be option A, 1, 2, and 3. So lion-tailed macaque, it will appear like this. And right now it's endangered species because of its habitat loss. It is on the, it is categorized as endangered under IUCN Red List. Let us come to the next question now. Yes. So one side we have national parks, another side we have rivers flowing through. Now in the last 10 years, I can say, in the last 10 years, UPSC has evolved much innovation in the topic of rivers. Gone are those days when UPSC was simply asking about one side they have mentioned about river, another side they have mentioned about tributary. Now, if you're preparing this section of rivers, so what should be your prime areas of concern? It's a kind of dynamic topic, okay, and you'll get a blended question. For example, whatever the place is, whether it's a famous place, whether it's a religious place, whatever, if it is in the news, so you should have a clear idea in your mind that you have to locate that place on map, and at the same time you have to check that that place is drained by which river. Let's say, for example, Sabrimala temple was in news from the last 3-4 years. The Sabrimala temple is located on the bank of which river? You should be very clear with that thing. It is located in which mountain range? Even that should be clear in your mind. And at the same time, obviously, that the concerned state. So concerned state is not a big problem for the students because they are aware of this thing. But when it comes to the river part, So they can give this thing like this year they have means in 2013 they have given national parks one side, another side they have given river flowing through. When we see the subsequent analysis of subsequent years of question papers, you will see that one side they have given name of famous place, another side they have given the name of river. So this is how they have evolved continuously, and lots of dynamism is involved in this particular section. So as far as this question is concerned, Corbett National Park, it is drained by Ganga River. So Corbett National Park is located in North India. Okay, it is located in Ramnagar district, and it is basically drained by a river which is known as Ram Ganga. It is drained by a river which is known as Ram Ganga. Ram Ganga originates nearby the regions of Nainital, and it is a very important tributary of Ganga River. So Ram Ganga River flows through Jim Corbett National Park. Jim Corbett National Park is first national park of India. And apart from Ram Ganga River, there is a seasonal stream in this region. Its name is Koshi. So please don't confuse it with the Kosi of Bihar. Kosi of Bihar is different thing. It's a seasonal stream which is named as Koshi. Right? So first pair is incorrect. Then comes Kaziranga National Park. So it is drained by Manas River. Well, Kaziranga National Park is majorly drained by Brahmaputra River, apart from Diflu, More and Diflu. So that's why Manas finds no match with Kaziranga National Park. So this second statement is also incorrect. Third option is, third pair in fact, Silent Valley National Park. So it is drained by Kaveri River. No, it's not drained by Kaveri River. It is drained by river Kunti Puzha. It is drained by river Kunti Puzha. So here we can see that first pair is also incorrect, second pair is also incorrect, third pair is also incorrect. So the answer will be option D, none. So when you are preparing this reverse topic, what should be your approach? Let us discuss that thing. Because when we are doing previous year questions analysis, so when we are doing previous year question analysis, so our basic objective is that we should develop a proper approach to study the syllabus. That is the basic idea. So when we are studying, when we are keep analyzing the previous year question papers, it gives us a very clear idea and clear insight that how we have to proceed with a particular topic or with a particular chapter. As far as the topic of river is concerned, so river plus its tributary, it is a evergreen thing. Okay, river plus tributary. Apart from this, river plus famous place. For example, this famous place can be any famous place. Like for example, it can be a capital of any state. For example, Lucknow. So Lucknow is located on the bank of Gomti River. For example, Hyderabad. So Hyderabad is located on the bank of Musi River. Similarly, it can be any other famous place. For example, Ujjain. So Ujjain is a very famous place. Mahakal temple is there. So it is located on the bank of Shipra River, and Shipra River is the tributary of Chambal River. So basically, river plus famous places. Similarly, another angle can be another dimension can be river plus national park or wildlife sanctuary. Then river plus important projects. I'm writing here IP. River plus important projects. There are projects like Natpa Jakri project is there. So on which river it is located. Polvaram project is there. So kis river pe ye located ho gaya, right? So this is how this particular portion of rivers, it is having dynamism. So whenever you are studying current affairs, so make sure that you are studying in a 360-degree approach. That means you are associating, you are connecting this particular topic with other topics. It can be a dam, it can be a project, it can be any other multi-purpose project can be there, or it can be a famous city, famous place, capital, national park, wildlife sanctuary, and so on. And of course, tributary. Because right now, although means they are not asking, but this doesn't mean that they will not never ask about that thing. UPSC is very, uncertain in nature when it comes to framing questions and all this thing. The surprise element will always be there, especially in the prelims part. So you have to basically ready, you have to be mentally ready for that surprise element. So what you can do, these are the, points. Apart from this, river plus its sources, which is again very important thing. Like in 2019 question paper, they have given questions like one side they have written the river's name, another side they have written the names of the sources. Like Yamuna River, it is originating from this particular glacier. So this is how they have given, 4-5 pairs, and then you have to choose the you have to, choose the correct pair, that which pair is correctly matched or incorrectly matched, like this. So this is again a very important area. I hope you got this idea that what is the purpose. The purpose is not simple that I'm just telling you the answers of the questions. Why you will be spending so much time for this thing? You can simply Google it and you can check that, okay, this is the answer of this question. The idea is to develop the approach, the mindset. I hope you are getting this thing. If you have any query, if you have any doubt, you can also put up your question in the comment box also. I'll reply on that thing. Okay, next. So this is the answer. Corbett National Park, Ramganga, Kaziranga National Park, Brahmaputra, Diflu, Mora Diflu, and Mora Dhansiri. Then Silent Valley National Park, so Kunti Puja. Next question comes. Consider the following pairs. So Nokrek Biosphere Reserve, Garo Hills. Nokrek Biosphere Reserve, Garo Hills. Then we have the Loktak or Loktak Lake, Barrel Range. Namdapha National Park, Dafla Hills. So this is the question. Now they are asking which of the above pair is correctly matched. Option A 1 only, option B 2 and 3 only, option C 1, 2 and 3, and option D none. So guys, as far as this question is concerned, this particular question is concerned, the Nokrek Biosphere Reserve, and it is related to Garo Hills, and Garo Hills is the part of Meghalaya Plateau. So Nokrek Biosphere Reserve is located in Meghalaya, so it is a correct pair. Then comes the Loktak Lake. Now Loktak Lake, they have matched it with Barrel Range. So Barrel Range is somewhere to the northwest side, while the Loktak Lake is almost at the center of the Manipur. It is almost at the center of Manipur. So Loktak Lake, it is famous for its floating national parks. It is so basically famous for its floating grasslands, and these floating grasslands are known as Fumdis. These floating grasslands are known as Fumdis. These floating grasslands are known as Fumdis, and Kabul Lamjau National Park is located here. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and this particular lake, it is famous for Sangai deer, which is also known as dancing deer. Manipur, every year Manipur celebrates this festival, Sangai festival. So Sangai is basically a deer, which is endemic to this region. So Loktak Lake is not located in Barrel Range. Barrel Range is quite far away from this location. So second pair is incorrect. So 1 is correct, second is incorrect. So option B we can easily eliminate. Option C we can easily eliminate, and option D we can easily eliminate because first pair is correct. So none cannot be the answer. Then comes the Namdapha National Park. So it is almost at the northern part, northeastern part. So these are the locations. This is the Garo Hills, and here we have the Barrel Range, and this side we have the Loktak Lake. Similarly, Namdapha National Park is located somewhere here in Patkai Bum, and here the option has been given. Namdapha is located in Dafla Hills. So see the location of Dafla Hills. So Dafla Hills is somewhere here, while it is located to the extreme eastern side. So the answer will be option D, because only one pair, because only first pair is correctly matched. So our answer will be option A. Your answer will be option A. Okay, next question. So This is the location of Loktak Lake. So it is famous for floating grasslands which are known as Fumdis. These are floating grasslands, and in these floating grasslands you'll find Sangai deer, which is also known as dancing deer, and it is the endemic species of this particular region. Similarly, Kabul Lemjao National Park. Kabul Lemjao National Park is also located here, and it is a UNESCO's World Heritage Site. So these are the additional points you should keep in mind. So next time onwards, when you're studying about the especially the northeastern regions, because UPSC examiners, they are also very well aware of this thing, that when a student is preparing for UPSC, so they will be very good with all these things, because here you can see that the land part is quite bigger and they can have a much clear idea. But here you have to focus very deeply. So sometimes what happens, like on this map, although this location is appearing to be very larger in size, but when you have to see the atlas, when you are observing the atlas, at that time I have seen many students, they just give up कि okay बड़ा congested लिखा है, एकदम देख नहीं पा रहे ढंग से, या बहुत seriously उसको नहीं देख पाए. So prepare this northeastern part very well, because it is very, very, very important. Okay, and for which atlas you can refer? So you can refer Oxford Student Atlas. And recently, I think from the last few years, Oxford publication, they have came out with some competition based atlas also. Okay, so you can buy that thing. That's a good atlas. So next, yes, Nokrek Biosphere Reserve. So it is located in northeast of India in Tura range, and this is the information available for the Nokrek Biosphere Reserve. So it is located somewhere in this region in Meghalaya. Then comes the next, dancing deer or the Sangai deer. So it is an endangered species. Okay, it is an endangered species, and this is how you can see these Fumdis grasslands. These are floating grasslands, and they are known as Fumdis. Fumdi is the local name of these grasslands here. Then yes, it is the largest freshwater lake in northeast India. Which one? This Loktak Lake. So Loktak Lake is the largest freshwater lake in northeast India. Okay, and rest of the things you can study here. Next, yes, this is very important thing here, that these national parks, they are located from west to east location. So this is the location of the Namdafa National Park. Apart from this, we have this Kaziranga National Park. Then we have this Pakke National Park or Tiger Reserve. Then we have this Nameri Tiger Reserve here. Then this Manas and Baksa. So this is how a west to east arrangement you can make easily after referring this particular map. So that's why I have included this map here. Okay, let us come to the next. Consider the following. So these are the name of some of the species. Like one, we have the star tortoise, then we have the monitor lizard, then we have the pygmy hog, and then we have the spider monkey. Now they're asking which of the above is found in India. Which of the above is found in India? Option A 1, 2 and 3. Option B 2 and 3. Option C 1 and 4 only. And option D 1, 2, 3 and 4. A star tortoise. So like from the last few years, you might have seen that people they are domesticating these small turtles, right? So this is star tortoise. So its outer shell, or it's the outer body cover, it will be appearing some kind of yellowish pattern which appear like a star. So yes, star tortoise, they are found in India. Okay, then monitor lizard. So this monitor lizard is a very common species in India. Okay, it is a very common species in India. Monitor lizard. Like in Hindi, it is called wish popada also. Okay, so either you may see कि कुछ villages में या तो snakes निकल रहे होंगे वहां से, या फिर जो snake catchers है वो इनको भी पकड़ने, बड़ी बड़ी monitor lizards होती है, इनको भी पकड़ने कई बार आते हैं. Okay, as far as दिस पार्ट इज कंसर्न कि वेदर दे आर डेंजरस फॉर ह्यूमन बींग्स। तो ये वैसे तो वेनोमस नहीं होते हैं, ओके, जनरली दे आर नॉट वेनोमस, बट मतलब इनके काटने से कोई जैसे स्नेक ने आपको बाइट किया, मान लो किसी को बाइट किया स्नेक, सॉरी, इफ समवन हैज बीन बिटन बाय स्नेक, तो वहां पे क्या होगा, वेनम उसकी बॉडी में मतलब जो है एंटर कर जाएगा, एंड इन दैट केस अगर ये न्यूरोटॉक्सिक हुआ तो अलग प्रॉब्लम होगी, हीमोटॉक्सिक होगा तो अलग प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी उसमें पर्सन को, राइट। बट मॉनिटर लिजर्ड्स क्या होती है, क्योंकि दे फीड ऑन स्मॉल इंसेक्ट्स, स्मॉल लिजर्ड्स, स्मॉल ऑर्गेनिजम्स, तो इनके माउथ में बहुत सारे बैक्टीरिया होते हैं, अगर किसी को उसने बाइट कर लिया है तो बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन इस तरह की चीजें हो जाती हैं। और प्रेजेंट ट्रेंड में ये देखा गया है कि इस मॉनिटर लिजर्ड्स को भी जो है लोग जो है डोमेस्टिकेट कर रहे हैं, दे आर बीइंग ट्रीटेड एज अ पेट, लोग घर में पाल रहे हैं इनको, ओके। आप यूट्यूब सर्च करना, बहुत सारे आपको ऐसे शॉप्स भी दिख जाएंगे जो 6,000 5,000 में ऐसे जो मॉनिटर लिजर्ड्स उनको सेल आउट कर रहे हैं। सिमिलरली स्टार टॉर्टोइस, इनको भी जो इस तरह से सेल किया जाए, विच इज इलीगल। देन पिग्मी हॉग, पिग्मी हॉग इज अ काइंड ऑफ इट्स अ रैट बेसिकली, ओके, रैट फैमिली से बिलोंग करेगा, एंड अगेन इसको भी बहुत इलीगली जो है सेल किया जा रहा है। सो दीज स्पीशीज दे वर इन न्यूज, स्टार टॉर्टोइस, मॉनिटर लिजर्ड, पिग्मी हॉग, all these three belongs to India, all these three belongs to India except this spider monkey। तो स्पाइडर मंकी भी क्या बेसिकली कि वो इंपोर्ट किया जा रहा है इलीगली, एंड इट इज ऑल्सो एज अ शो पीस पेट्स जो है घरों में रखा जा रहा है इनको। So that's why they were in news at that time because of this particular reason. That's why the question has been raised here. So the answer will be option A, 1, 2 and 3. So like this is the spider monkey. So spider monkeys are found in tropical forest of Central and South America, from southern Mexico to the Brazil. And the destruction of tropical rainforest and threats from hunting pose the greatest challenge. Actually, majority of the species which are on the brink of extinction, or which are endangered or critically endangered, the major reason is the destruction of their habitat. So once their natural habitat has been lost, so maybe they in search of another habitat, they may enter into kind of clashes with either another species or even with human beings also. Like you may have seen that in recent years, the man animal conflict in India has increased drastically. Like बहुत रेगुलर बेसिस पे यू मे हर्ड दिस न्यूज कि अ लेपर्ड हैज एंटर्ड इनटू द सिटी, कहीं पे टाइगर जो विलेज में एंटर कर गया है, कहीं पे लेपर्ड एंटर कर गया है सिटी में। तो हाउ दिस इज हैपनिंग, दिस इज हैपनिंग बिकॉज वन साइड द पॉपुलेशन इज राइजिंग, to settle down this to settle or to arrange habitat for this rising population, the forests they are being cut down, so deforestation continuously increase होता जा रहा है। तो क्या होगा, these species they are dependent on these forests only, and once they are lost with their habitat, so they will enter into the human territory. So actually, to be very to correct myself, it is not they who are entering the human habitat. Actually, these are the humans who are entering into their habitats. So this is the spider monkey. Then next, this is a pygmy hog. So pygmy hog, it can be found in the Assam region, and it is endangered in the IUCN red list. Next comes monitor lizard. The monitor lizard is a very common species here. It can be found in Africa, Asia, Oceania regions, and it can also be found in America. Okay. Then comes the spider turtle. Sorry, not spider turtle. I mixed two things, spider monkey and turtle. So it's basically star tortoise. So just check the back of this turtle. So these the small turtles, they are being sold in illegal market. People, they can they are purchasing them. They are domesticating them in their aquarium, and after some time, because they are not living in their natural habitat, so they die. तो ग्रेजुअली क्या हो रहा है, ये भी एक प्रॉब्लम होगी फ्यूचर में इनके लिए, राइट। लेट अस कम टू द नेक्स्ट थिंग। So right now it is a vulnerable species. Let us come to the next question. Which of the following statement regarding laterite soil of India are correct? First, they are generally red in color. Then next, they are rich in nitrogen and potash. they are well developed in Rajasthan and UP, and tapioca and cashew nuts grow well on these soil. So guys, laterite soil. For laterite soil, you should first try to understand how this soil is formed. So suppose this is a upland region, and this region is receiving very heavy rainfall. So what will happen? Because of the rainfall, the finer material, the finer minerals of this upland or highland, they will be washed out from this soil. So when the minerals, they percolate down from the land, so this process is known as leaching process. So the leaching process is very dominant in regions which are upland, means थोड़े से उठे हुए पोर्शन है, टेबल लैंड स्ट्रक्चर, नॉट नेसेसरी कि प्लेटू ही हो, ओके, प्लेटू होगा तो भी चलेगा, लेकिन उसके अलावा अपलैंड रीजन होनी चाहिए सराउंडिंग रीजन से, एंड एट द सेम टाइम it should be having very heavy rainfall. So this rainfall, it will dilute, it will wash out the minerals from this region, and the left soil behind, it will be highly granular in nature, और grains जैसी जो है दानेदार एकदम soil बन जाएगी. So this is called laterization of soil. This is called laterization of soil, and the soil formed is known as laterite soil. Now this laterite soil, it can be found in throughout the country in small patches. Small patches में ये country में कई जगह पे मिल जाएगी. It is not particularly found in Rajasthan and UP, because वैसे भी ये regions इतने ज्यादा rainfall वाले है नहीं, और upland भी नहीं है यहाँ पर ऐसे कुछ. So you can easily eliminate this option. Third option, they are well developed in Rajasthan and UP. Next, they are rich in nitrogen and potash. So obviously leaching process से क्या हुआ है, जो minerals है they have been drained down, वो क्या हुए, पूरे डिसॉल्व होके यहाँ से निकल गए. तो इन दैट केस दिस ऑप्शन कैन आल्सो बी एलिमिनेटेड. तो सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज एलिमिनेटेड, थर्ड स्टेटमेंट इज एलिमिनेटेड. लेट्स सी वेदर इट इज मैचिंग और नॉट. So yes, one option is matching with this thing, option C, 1 and 4. Okay, apart from this, yes, it is red in color because this iron oxides part is higher here. And second thing, tapioca and cashew nuts grow well on these soil. So because these are the cash crops, okay, so try to understand this thing, that what are the circumstances, what are the conditions when a farmer will be compelled to grow cash crops. So these soils are not spread over a vast land as compared to alluvial soil or black soil. जैसे alluvial soil, black soil होगी, बहुत बड़े बड़े regions पे पूरे spread हो रखे होंगे, right? This is not the case with these soils. They are available in small patches. कुछ यहाँ है, कुछ कहीं है, कुछ हिस्सा से, right? So farmer will be obviously growing those crops. ऐसा नहीं है कि इस सॉइल पे हम कुछ मतलब हम इसमें फर्टिलाइजर्स डाल के इसको और फर्टाइल बना सकते हैं, बट बिकॉज पैच इज स्मॉल, तो फार्मर विल बी प्रेफरिंग टू ग्रो दोज क्रॉप्स जिसको कम एरिया पे ग्रो करके हमें ज्यादा प्रॉफिट हो रहा है. तो कैश्यू नट्स, टैपियोका, ये ऐसी क्रॉप्स हैं जो बेसिकली कॉस्टली कैटेगरी में आ जाती हैं, तो इसको ग्रो करेंगे तो उसको ज्यादा रिटर्न मिल रहा है. तो इसलिए क्या है कि दिस पर्टिकुलर सॉइल इज पर्टिकुलरली डोमिनेट बाय द it is particularly dominated by the cash crops. कैश क्रॉप्स की खेती यहाँ पे ज्यादा होगी, बिकॉज फर्स्ट हो गया सॉइल, क्योंकि स्मॉल पैचेज में अवेलेबल है, देन वहां की क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस भी डिपेंड करेंगी इस चीजों पे. आई होप इट इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन. लेट अस कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ. So its answer is option C. Its answer is option C. Already I have given this answer. Next question. Contour bunding is a method of soil conservation used in, well, this is a direct NCERT based question. It is a direct NCERT based question. In soil conservation, there are certain types of methods which are used, like shelter belt is there, okay, and mulching process is there, okay. One process is contour bunding. So here what will happen, like this is the mountain slope, so and these are the terraces. So here the farmer is growing his crops, but at the same time these edges of these steps or stairs, they will be having some minor obstructions in order to retain back the fertile soil. So it will appear like this. So these are some contours. Let me show you the example. So let's see the question. So desert margins. The contour bunding method of soil conservation used in desert margins liable to strong wind action. So I told you it is basically dominant in mountainous regions. So first option you can easily eliminate. Then low flat plains close to stream courses liable to flooding. Again, very easily you can eliminate this thing also. Next, scrublands liable to spread of weed growth. Obviously, it has no match with this particular topic. And finally, the answer is none of the above. So here the answer will be option D, none of the above. I hope you got this point. So contour bunding, it's a topic which is mentioned in soil conservation. In soil conservation, there are different methods like shelter belt is there. Shelter belt, like for example, there is a field. In the surrounding of this field, either there will be large trees which will be surrounding this field in order to protect this field from the soil erosion by the air action, by the action of wind. Similarly, the fences of the field, sometimes they may have a green color cloth. You may have seen this thing, that the farmers के जो field होंगे उनके boundary पे they will be covered by a green color cloth. So that is there because to protect the field from the wind erosion. And of course, some wooden blocks are also used sometimes. Okay, especially those areas जहाँ पे wind बहुत dominated होती है, तो वहाँ पे even farmers use these wooden blocks to conserve the soil from the action of the wind. Similarly, mulching process. So in mulching process, what they will do, they will mix water with this cow dung and they will make a very thick paste. And this layer, the layer of this paste will spread over the field. So what will happen? The land which is fallow land or the open land, it will not directly be exposed with the sun. तो जो फील्ड है उसके ऊपर इन्होंने पूरा एक लेयर की कोटिंग कर दिया ऐसे, स्पेशली वो ऐसा फील्ड जहां पर उन्होंने कोई एग्रीकल्चरल एक्टिविटी नहीं की है. तो ऐसे फील्ड पे जब उन्होंने जब ऐसे लेयरिंग पूरी कर दी है, तो the sun rays, they won't be able to evaporate the inherent moisture, the inner moisture of the soil. So the moisture of the soil will be conserved, and gradually when this organic matters layer, it will be decomposed, it will be mixed with the soil, and it will further increase its fertility. So this is how mulching process works. And contour bunding, it can be seen in the mountainous regions where the stairs or the steps, so the edges of the steps or the ends of the steps, they are having some linings of the thick layer of the soil. This is done to preserve the soil which is flowing down from the mountain under action of river or or under action of the river or the rainwater. Next question. So this is the contour bunding, and this here you can see that these are some edges. So they are basically protecting the soil which is flowing down from the mountain top. Next, consider the following crops. So we have cotton, groundnut, rice, wheat. Which of these are kharif crops? Now I think this is one of the most easiest question for you people. Okay, and without wasting time on this thing, so wheat, we all know that it is a rabi crop. We all know this thing that it's a rabi crop. So cotton, groundnut, rice, they are basically what? So they are the kharif crops. So the answer will be option C, 1, 2, and 3. Let us move to the next question now. During thunderstorm, the thunder in the sky is produced by, first, meeting of cumulonimbus clouds in the sky, then lightning that separates the nimbus clouds, third, violent upwards movement of air and water particles. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Now, if someone is very clear with the question, it's a kind of tricky question. Many of the students, they got trapped in this particular question. Like what they are asking, दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट द थंडर, यानी वो जो साउंड बनती है, राइट? तो दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट थंडर and they are here written, they are writing about the thunderstorm, कि how thunderstorm is produced. तो दोनों बातों में फर्क है कि थंडर स्टॉर्म कैसे बनता है और जो थंडर है यानी जो साउंड है ये कैसे निकल के आ रही। ड्यूरिंग अ थंडर स्टॉर्म द थंडर इन द स्काई, so this is the keyword here, the thunder in the sky is produced by, so all these statements which are written here, they are responsible for causing thunderstorms के लिए तो रिस्पॉन्सिबल होंगे, बट नॉट फॉर थंडर। तो थंडर के लिए अगर हम बात करेंगे तो उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ये तीनों स्टेटमेंट यहाँ पे सूट नहीं होंगे, तो योर आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन डी, नन। तो बेसिकली व्हाट हैपेंस हियर, when these clouds are rising upward, okay, and when the lightning in the clouds is occurring, okay, when the lightning in the cloud is occurring, so what happens, this lightning generates a very huge volt, okay, बहुत ही बड़ा मतलब एक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चार्ज का ये वोल्ट एक प्रोड्यूस करती है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट थिंग व्हाट विल हैपन, द टेम्परेचर इन दीज क्लाउड्स इट कैन राइज अबाउट 50,000 Fahrenheit, okay, so what will happen, because of rise in temperature, जो यहाँ पे जो गैसेज होंगी सडनली एक्सपेंड होंगी, and when these are expanding it will create a kind of shock wave, and creating a huge sound also. So that sound is created by the expansion of the gases because of the lightning. So this is somehow bit tricky question that they are asking about thunder, and students, they are because obviously there's a pressure of time on students also, on the candidate also, so maybe because of that thing thunderstorm से वो thunder पूछ रहे थे, and you got the idea कि thunderstorm ही है, so that's why the answer is option D, none. Next question, consider the following statements. Natural gas occurs in the Gondwana beds. Mica occurs in abundance in Koderma. Dharwads are famous for petroleum. Now these regions like Dharwads, Gondwana, so majority of the area is basically constituting the peninsular part. Okay, so peninsular India is particularly rich in mineral resources like mica, iron ore, gold, bauxite, these type of things. These petroleum deposits or natural gas deposits you'll find in reserves where we have the sedimentary rocks or the soft rocks. These are the hard rock topography. So that's why you can rule out statement 1 also. You can rule out statement 3 also. Your answer will be option second pair, which is mica occurs in abundance in Koderma. It's the correct answer. It's in Jharkhand. And so answer will be option B, 2 only. Answer will be option B, 2 only. Let us come to the next question now. So these are the regions: Koderma, Gildi. Here we have Hazaribagh. To the north we have the Nevada. All this region. Then, so these are the regions of Gondwana basins. Next question: which of the following is characteristics of the Indian coal? Which of the following is the characteristic of the Indian coal? So it has high ash content. Second, it has low sulfur content, and it has low ash fusion temperature. What is low ash fusion temperature? Low ash fusion temperature means the temperature at which this ash will be melted into the liquid form, because ash will be in solid state, so it will be melted into the liquid state. So it is saying that it is having low ash fusion temperature, which is absolutely incorrect, because the temperature required is around 1500 degrees Celsius, and this temperature cannot be called as a low temperature, 1500 degrees Celsius. So third statement, let us eliminate statements first, means options on the basis of third statement. So you can easily eliminate option C, you can easily eliminate option D based on the third statement that it is incorrect. Then it has high ash content and it has low sulfur content. So basically in India, or in general basically. In fact, in general, there are four types of coal. One we have the anthracite. Then we have the bituminous. Then we have lignite, and then we have peat. So do remember one thing, that anthracite is the oldest coal. It is oldest and it is youngest. In India, 98% of coal reserves, they basically belong from the bituminous coal variety. This anthracite is the purest form of coal in which the carbon content can be up to 90% or more. Okay. Similarly, this bituminous coal, the carbon content can be around 70-75%. Now, in certain books, it can be written some bit higher or lesser, but I am giving you just a general idea. Okay, around 75%. Lignite, 50-60%, and peat, so less than 50%, almost around 40%, 38%, 39%, like this. Okay, so this bituminous coal in India, it is having high ash content also, and it is also having low content of sulfur. So both of these two statements are correct. So your answer will be option A, 1 and 2 only. Let us move to the next question now. On the planet Earth, most of the fresh water exists as ice caps and glaciers. Out of the remaining fresh water, the largest proportion. Try to understand the question, that they are talking about the fresh water. That most of the fresh water exists as ice caps and glaciers. So after that, what will be the ranking? So after this, the ranking will be of the groundwater. After this, in the ranking, groundwater will be coming to the next. So these groundwater reserves, they are having large reserves of fresh water. So it was a bit factual question and straightforward question. So here we have the percentage. So ice caps and glaciers, they are having around 2.05%. Groundwater, it is having 0.68%. Okay, let us move to the next question now. The Narmada River flows to the west, while most other large peninsular rivers flows to the east. Why? First, it occupies a linear rift valley. Then it flows between the Vindhyas and Satpura. Third, the land slopes to the west from central India. So this is the question. It occupies a linear rift valley. This statement is correct. It flows between Vindhya and Satpura. Yes, this statement is also correct. The land slopes to the west from central India. So statement is incorrect. Land is sloping from west to east only. Okay. So third statement can be eliminated. Third statement eliminated. Now we are left with option D, none. But this is not the case. First statement is correct. Second statement is also correct. And but here we are having only option A, which is having one only. So although the second statement is correct, it is flowing between Vindhya and Satpura, but because it is not mentioned in the option, so for us the most appropriate option will be option A, one only. I hope you got this question. Means it was a bit confusing. So sometimes what happens when you are in examination hall, and when they play with this kind of tactics, so question sahi hota hua bhi, matlab you are knowing the answer, you are able to mark it correct, even then you end up marking this question incorrect. या इस तरह के कुछ मतलब हो सकती है चीजें, डाउटफुलनेस काइंड की चीजें देंगी, क्योंकि सेकंड स्टेट भी करेक्ट है यार, विंध्या सतपुरा के बीच में से जा रही है. Anyways, let us move to the next question. So this is the diagram. Okay, and here you can see that this is the Vindhyan range. Here we have the Satpura range. So it is flowing between Vindhya and Satpura range. It is flowing between Vindhya and Satpura range. Next, the annual range of temperature in the interior of continent is high as compared to coastal areas. What are the reasons? Yani annual range of temperature means maximum difference between maximum temperature and minimum temperature is very high in interiors of the continent as compared to the coastal regions. This is the question. So I told you this thing means in my previous sessions also I have discussed this thing earlier, and in class also I discussed this thing with my students. Like number of times the UPSC has asked this type of question. Like for example, Delhi and Bangalore, they are located on the same longitude, but Delhi has extreme climatic condition and Bangalore has moderate climate condition throughout the year. Extreme climatic condition means very hot in summer and very cold in winter. तो हर सीजन का एकदम एक्सट्रीम होगा वहां पर. While Bangalore is having moderating effect throughout the year. Take the example of this month. तो ये मंथ गर्मी का अच्छा खासा मौसम है. But if you go to Bangalore, so Bangalore में obviously comparatively you will feel much relieved as compared to North India. The reason is very simple, that the location is in coastal region. Bangalore is in close proximity to the coastal region. One side it is having Bay of Bengal, other side it is having the effect of Arabian Sea. To the south it is having effect of the Indian Ocean also. So the moisture laden winds, the sea breezes, they can normalize the temperature of this particular region. Then the annual range of temperature in the interior continent is high as compared to coastal areas. What is oblique are the reasons? First, thermal difference between land and water. Second, variation in altitude between continents and oceans. Then, presence of strong winds in the interior. And fourth, heavy rains in the interior as compared to the coast. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So we have thermal difference between land and water. Then we have variation in altitude between continents and oceans. Presence of strong winds in the interior and heavy rain in the interior as compared to the coast. So here the answer will be option A, 1 only. Thermal difference. Thermal difference. The temperature difference is very high. Coastal areas, they have normal temperature or moderating temperature. Interiors have extreme temperature conditions, very hot in summer and very high in summer and very low in winter. Okay. So, next question. Variations in the length of daytime and night time from season to season are due to. Now, again, this question was meant to trap the candidates, because if we talk about day and night, day and night case, right? This is happening because of the rotation of the earth. But this variation is happening because of the revolution of earth around the sun. So basically, for example, this is equator, this is Tropic of Cancer. Here we have the Tropic of Capricorn. So when sun is over Tropic of Cancer, so this region will be, this situation, it will be referred as the summer season in these latitudes, like जो condition अभी चल रही है हमारी. So the sun is over the Tropic of Cancer right now. So in this case, what will happen? Day will be longer as compared to night. अभी जो sun होगा वो मे बी 7 बजे तक, 7 PM 7:30 PM तक भी जो है क्लियरली आपको दिखाई देगा. बट दिस इज नॉट अ केस विद विंटर. इन ड्यूरिंग विंटर टाइम 5 PM तक होते होते आप देखोगे कि जो है बहुत ज्यादा डार्कनेस होनी चालू हो जाएगी. दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन थिंग, कॉमन रिक्वेस्ट मुझे जो स्टूडेंट्स करते हैं विंटर्स के टाइम पे कि सर क्लास को बिल्कुल एक्सटेंड मत करिएगा प्लीज, बहुत दूर से आते हैं, अंधेरा हो जाता है, राइट. और अभी गर्मी का टाइम चल रहा है, आराम से सब पढ़ने लगे हुए. तो दिस इज द थिंग कि डे एंड टाइम का वेरिएशन कैसे होगा, मीन्स लेंथ ऑफ डे एंड लेंथ ऑफ नाइट, हाउ इट विल वेरी अकॉर्डिंग टू द पोजीशन ऑफ सन विद रेस्पेक्ट टू द अर्थ. ओके, और पोजीशन ऑफ अर्थ विद रेस्पेक्ट टू सन इन फैक्ट. ओके, रिवर्स बोलना चाहिए मुझे उसका. तो दिस इज द सिचुएशन व्हेन सन इज ओवर ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर. इक्विनॉक्स सिचुएशन में क्या होगा? सन विल बी ओवर इक्वेटर. तो दिस सिचुएशन में क्या होगा कि इक्वल डे एंड नाइट होगा, 12 hours night, 12 hours daytime. And when sun is over Tropic of Capricorn, so this particular region will be having winter season, and here the nights will be longer as compared to day. So this variation is because of the revolution. So that's rotation on its axis. You can eliminate this thing. That's revolution around the sun in an elliptical manner. Then latitudinal position of the place, revolution of the earth on a tilted axis. So the answer will be revolution of earth on a tilted axis. देखिए revolution यहाँ पे भी लिखा है, revolution यहाँ पे भी लिखा है, but you have to choose the thing कि जो suit करे properly, which is completely fitting to the requirement of the question. So this is the most optimum option, revolution of the earth on a tilted axis. Okay, so इसकी वजह से क्या होगा, एक बार सन इस पोजीशन पे आएगा, दूसरी बार सन इस पोजीशन पे आएगा, इस टिल्ट की वजह से. Okay, so dear students, this is all about for this session. I hope you like this session well, and very soon we'll meet in next session. Till then, keep learning, keep watching Path IAS Academy's YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.